Hey, what's up everyone? My name's Mario from Decked Out Collectibles. We've been selling Pokemon cards since December 2023, and today we're going to go over the new Simplified Chinese set that's coming out, Collect 151 Journey. It is set to release January 17th, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. So Collect 151 is set to have two different pack variations. You're going to have a traditional pack that contains 5 cards, typically one holo. And then you're also going to have it like a jumbo pack that contains 20 cards and then 7 holos. I think that's pretty cool. That's not something we get to see in English cards. So I think that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind if they adapted something like that for us. Collect 151 is also going to contain other illustrations that are not traditionally in 151. I know right now it's confirmed that we're going to get the Pidgey and Ditto shiny from Paldean Fates. So who knows what other cards are supposed to be coming out in that set. Additionally, on January 17th, they're also going to be releasing a special pack that contains alternate arts of some of the Pokemon. These illustrations are going to be, as far as we know, exclusive to China. I think they're actually pretty cool.
Okay, so here's the pack art for the Simplified Chinese 151. There might be a couple other variations for it, but right now this is the first one we actually get to see. You know, you have the Pikachu just kind of jumping through a meadow, and then you also have the Oddish in the background. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. And then I think if you even look in the trees, you got some Pidgeys, your Pidgeotos, and then, of course, you got Mew up in there in the corner, because why not? And then moving on to some of the reverse hollowings that we're going to see in the set now. In the Japanese 151 set, we saw this kind of like pattern that they like to do for their cards, where we have the Pokeball reverse and then you have the Master Ball reverse. So in Simplified Chinese, we're actually going to be seeing that same pattern just done differently. So for instance, if you look here, this is a Raichu with the Pokeball reverse, and I think that's pretty cool. Instead of the normal Japanese, like just Pokeball print going up and down the card, you actually just have like a singular Pokeball stamp. And I think that's just kind of like very clean, honestly, for a card design. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing that for English cards. That would be really cool. And then, of course, over here you have the Master Ball variant, kind of like I said. Again, looking very clean, very easy to distinguish that this is a Master Ball versus the Pokeball variant. So that's how they're gonna do it in Simplified Chinese. I think it's a good idea. I don't know why we don't do it. Now let's move into some of the more exclusive cards that are going to be included in this set that was in our sets. So you got the Pidgey from Paldean Fates, and of course that's a nice card. I mean, who doesn't like baby shinies? I think there's some other baby shinies that we're going to be getting as well, but you know, we didn't see this in our English 151, but they're going to put it in their 151. And then this one isn't exclusive, but it is pretty nice. I wonder how the etching is actually going to be in person. I would like to see this card in person, or how they'd handle the quality of the cards. Hopefully it's better than English quality. But this is the Mew from 151 full art. It's not the, obviously it's not the one with the Mew in the background over the cities and stuff like that, but this is just like the full art. And I mean, it's still a nice card, don't get me wrong. That's kind of why we're highlighting it here. So hopefully they do it justice with the etching and just the holo quality. And then now these next cards are supposed to be promo cards, as far as I understand it. So these are going to be handed in a special pack that you can get with a Simplified Chinese. It's like a promo, like challenge pack or something to that effect. And it's going to contain a bunch of like alternate arts. So here we have the Pikachu just jumping through the air. Very nice sketchy art design. I really enjoy that. Like, I think that's a really cool art style, especially for a Pokemon card. It just takes me back to like an older time. So for me, I really like it, and you kind of got that like watercolor transition. This reminds me of like watercolor style markers. So I think that's probably why I like it, because I used to do that when I was, into art once upon a time. But of course, you got the Oddish in the background, kind of like the pack art. It's actually a pretty big Oddish. And then you have the Mew up in the corner, and then what appears to be a Pidgeotto. Don't murder me in the comments, but I believe that's Pidgeotto in the background. And then you have the next one. This one is Pikachu with Psyduck. Now this is also really cool too, and I noticed that the name doesn't change, so I'm assuming that this is just alternate arts of like the same name, probably Pikachu, if I had to guess, in Chinese. So you got Pikachu, you got the Psyduck sleeping. Actually doesn't look confused for once. And then if you notice, you have the Jigglypuff up on the hill. Hopefully she ain't got that marker ready to draw on Psyduck's face. And then you have the Dragonite flying in the background. I don't see it, but it would have been really cool if they had like a messenger bag with it, kind of like a homage to the movie. I think that would have been really dope. But all in all, not a bad card. Still same art style as before. And this one is actually probably my favorite. It's, you got the Pikachu in the center looking kind of lost, and I guess it's because he's like out at night, so he's a little scared. But then right there lurking, trying to, I guess, like pretend like he's even hiding behind a tree. It's this massive Gengar, which really puts the perspective of Gengar like in size comparison for you. Like, even I forget how big Gengar is as a Pokemon. And then, you got the Ekans down in the bottom right corner doing Ekans things. And then you got the Paris Evolved form up in kind of towards the left. I can't remember the name of that Pokemon. It never really made it into my Team 6 roster, so you can't hate me for it. Moving on to the next card. Of course, you got that Pikachu with a bunch of other Pikachus. What would have been actually pretty funny is if they added a shiny Pikachu somewhere in the background or something like that. I think that would have been funny. But you got the two Pikachus kind of copying each other. It's pretty cute. And then off in the background, you have the Cubone and the Pikachu kind of like looking at each other, just kind of chilling. And then a random Vulpix just hanging out there. So, not bad. Again, these cards are going to be promos. I hope we can see something like that in the future. But, in the past there's been plenty of promo cards or like regional exclusive cards that we never saw. So I'm not going to hold my breath on getting an English variant of this. If I was a bigger Pikachu fan, I would probably be like wanting these cards very badly. But again, my favorite is probably the Gengar, and that's just because I like Gengar. I think he's a cool Pokemon. Outside of that, it's one of those, it'd be cool to have, but I'm not dying for it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these cards. Do you like the art style like I do, or would you rather just pass on these entirely? So, yeah, let's get back to the video.
I think my favorite's probably the one with Gengar. I'm not the biggest Gengar fan, but he actually gets a lot of love and attention from the Pokemon Company. And for me, that's pretty cool. And lastly, for the Simplified Chinese update, they are releasing Scarlet and Violet Base on the same day as Collection 151. I don't know if that's the smartest move personally. I probably would have staggered it a little bit, but what do I know? I just sell Pokemon cards. Now just shifting focus over to some Prismatic Eeveelutions and Terrestrial Festival. If you guys have been ripping Terrestrial Festival all December like we have here at Decked Out, then you've probably come across some of the special art rares that are in the set. I know the other night on stream, we pulled 3 of them back to back. It was a Leafeon, then it was Espeon, and then it was the Vaporeon. It was pretty intense. It was pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of fun. The customer was really happy, and we had a lot of laughs. So be sure to join us on our live streams if you want to just hang out or buy some packs. getting back to what I was originally trying to say, is it is confirmed that in May we are going to be getting a super premium collection for Prismatic Eeveelutions, the English set, set to release in May. It's going to be pretty cool. This super premium collection is said to feature a promo Eevee card that was originally in Terrestrial Festival. If you haven't seen this card, I'll post it right here. This was a illustration that was done with a famous pastry chef in Japan, hence the fruit pastry in the background. It's a pretty cool card, I'm not gonna lie. I like it when Pokemon does this kind of stuff. I think the illustrations are super nice, and it's pretty creative. Instead of just drawing something, they like to use like other things like that. So, but this card will be a promo for the super premium collection. Me personally, we're probably gonna have to pick up a box or two just for our own collections, one to open, one to keep. If you know PokeTrainer Marble, you know that one of her favorite Pokemon is Eevee, so off the bat, we're gonna have to go ahead and add one to our collection. Prismatic Eeveelutions is going to be crazy next month. I'm excited for it, and I'm also scared for it at the same time. This is the first set in Pokemon history where the English side will get the reverse Pokeball and reverse Master Ball holos in the same set. For you Master Setters out there, I feel bad for you, because this means that you're gonna have to shell out a lot more money if you plan to Master Set this coming set. It's supposed to have 3 reverse patterns: the traditional Scarlet and Violet reverse holo, the Pokeball reverse holo, and now the Master Ball reverse holo. So that's pretty crazy. I don't even know if they make a big enough binder to maintain this whole set, so good luck. Thankfully, the Pokemon Company is going to be releasing product for Prismatic Eeveelutions all the way from January until September this year, and there's a slew of different products to choose from. You've got the Eevee pouch, you've got a binder, you've got the surprise boxes, ETBs, booster bundles, all kinds of different products, and I probably missed some. I think there's a poster collection as well. Personally, I'm more excited for the surprise boxes. Call it cheesy, but I think it's kind of cool that you get a couple packs and a promo card as well. To me, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of gimmicky, but hey, it's better than some of the other gimmicks that they've tried in the past. We have some coming from the Pokemon Company itself, so we're pretty excited for it. We weren't able to get any of the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. I know we're dumb. We slept on it. I was super busy and I missed out on the sale. So shame on me. I'm praying that they have a slight restock right before release, but who knows? I could just be missing out on it. If so, I'm not going to lose sleep. I'm not going to let that FOMO get to me. I don't suggest you either. I know allocations are looking pretty slim for most LGSs. Not even going to lie. Not even sure if we're going to get what we ordered, but we're definitely going to still try to get our hands on the product as best as we can. I'm planning to be there at Walmart or Target just so I can snag an ETB or two, one to rip and one to put away. You know, I'm really hoping that this set is printed more than we think. I really don't want to see this set not get in the hands of those that actually want it. Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to want to use it for their rip and ships or scalp it, what have you, but me personally, I would like to see this set go to the people that are actually trying to collect it and not someone trying to make a dollar. I know that sounds kind of stupid coming from somebody who sells cards, but call me a softie. I just want it to go to the people who actually collect it. I mean, let's be real. Ever since Black Friday sales at Target and Walmart, everybody's been buying up product. I mean, if you haven't seen, you know how bad it is, go to Walmart, go to Target. The shelves are looking pretty empty. Product is scarce. Even the Shrouded Fable is getting bought up. And I know that's not a fan favorite. Pretty slept on set, but who knows, it'll probably go up in the past and everybody's going to FOMO over it. So that wraps up all the news and updates for Pokemon that we have for you today here at Decked Out Collectibles. It's been pretty cool talking with you guys. If you enjoy this content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out, especially as we're starting to grow our channel and move to other platforms. So thank you guys so much. Hope to see you in the next video. Have a good one.